For those of you with alopecia who are self-conscious about going natural and just showing your beautiful bald head, it takes time.
My wig slipped off, and it was just, when I looked up and it was just following behind.
Hey guys, my name is Jasmine Vanderpool, and in today's video, I'll be talking about my alopecia story. So, let's see, from the very beginning, I was diagnosed with alopecia areata at the age of 9. I found out one morning. I woke up getting ready for school. I was doing my hair and I felt a bald spot. It was small, so I wasn't really concerned, but I went to show my dad and he told me that he would set up an appointment for me. So the day of my appointment, they took some tests and it appeared that I had alopecia areata, which I didn't know anything about it, but they explained to me and my father that I may lose my hair, all of my hair, as a child. That's pretty tough. So I ended up having several bald patches throughout that year. Yeah, it started growing. I was in 5th grade at the time. It started growing all the way up into middle school. Oh my gosh, middle school is tough. I went through the bullying. Eventually the patches grew bigger enough for me to not be able to cover up my hair, my bald spots with my hair. So I ended up wearing wigs. Wearing the wigs in middle school was tough because people would come up to me and snatch them off my head and throw them on the ground, and it would be in front of everybody, and that was so tough. Oh my gosh. Every time I think about it or talk about it, I just get the same feeling I had at that time, and yeah, it was horrible. And that would go on for weeks. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my friends. I didn't tell my family. I was really shy back then. I didn't know how to, build the strength to tell my family that. After I told my parents, they informed the school, and the school took action, and everybody that's ever done anything to me got suspended. And they asked if we wanted to sue them, but we said no. It's not, I wouldn't say it's not that big of a deal, but it was big of a deal. It's just not that serious. So after that, everybody stopped messing with me. Sports. I was always into sports growing up. All the way up until middle school when I had to wear wigs, I was self-conscious and was afraid of my wig falling off, basically. Playing, basketball and volleyball and all those sports. But in seventh grade, I actually did track, which, I found ways to secure my wig, so that wasn't a problem. And yeah, I did track in 7th and 8th grade. High school was a lot easier than middle school. High school, mosquitoes out here. High school, I met a lot of great people. I started experimenting with wigs, and my parents, they found a program. I can't remember the name of it, but I was able to get free wigs until I was 16. It was a place in Raleigh. I can't remember the name of it, but they were really nice, authentic human hair wigs. But yeah, after that, I had to start getting wigs from shops, the beauty shops, which that added up, because I would get one every month, 2 months. Yeah, I didn't really know how to properly care for them, but like pretty much the natural ones. I didn't really do much with color in high school. It wasn't until college when I started experimenting with burgundy, blonde, and all these great colors. I started experimenting with colors in college. I didn't really do much colors in high school. But yeah, I would try the burgundy, the blonde, the what are they color? The honey blonde. I didn't do any like exotic color, but yeah, I love doing the colors. Burgundy was my favorite. Let's see. After high school, college. College, okay, so went through college wearing wigs. I didn't come out about me having alopecia until my sophomore year. I believe it was my sophomore year of college. I had posted a picture of me with my bald head on Instagram, and everybody's just like, oh my gosh, like, it's so beautiful, your bald is beautiful, and all that. And was when I came out, and I was like over like 500 likes. I'm like, wow. I was like, oh my god, I'm popular. Just felt like weight was lifted off of me after that day. You know, I received a lot of positive feedback, and it was just amazing. But yeah, after that, after I came out, I was still wearing wigs. I wasn't really too confident without wearing them out in public, but there would be days where I would wear scarves, and then eventually, maybe like months later, I would start going out here and there without my wigs. And then, yeah, throughout college, I would wear them on and off in class towards I believe my junior year is when my junior year is when I wore wigs less. And then senior year, I just went completely without my wigs. Yes, it was a process. Throughout the years, my confidence grew, and I started, modeling without my wigs. I started going everywhere without my wigs and getting into acting. I no longer feel self-conscious about going out in public without my wigs. It doesn't matter where I'm at, I don't feel that anymore, which is a blessing. I've been holding off of this video for so long. I don't even know why. It's just been hard to just do it, but I finally did, and it may have seemed rushed, but I feel like I'm gonna make another video. It took me years. I understand why it's just me talking to my phone, but yeah, I don't know, I always kind of like strayed away from it. I didn't like the feelings I'd get thinking about the past. Before the time I was built my confidence to wear my natural head out in public, I would always wear my wigs everywhere. I would wear them to the pool. I would get in the pool, go swimming with it. I would go to the gym. I would go to the gym, and it would just get sweaty and nasty. And I would just go everywhere with it. It didn't matter where I went. I always wore my wigs. But I'm so glad that I'm past that, because that was a struggle, having to deal with the wigs everywhere, even in the summer at the beach. Oh my gosh, those were the worst. I've had some funny stories with me and my wigs, though. Now I can laugh about it, but back then it was so embarrassing. So there was one time I went to a water park and I had my wigs on. I would always go swimming with my wigs when I was, I wasn't out about it. But I went on this slide, and as I was coming down, my wig slipped off, and it was just, when I looked up and it was just following behind. Like, hurry up and like snatched it and like try to fix it on. I was like, oh my god. Before I came out, I fixed it, but it was like kind of like crooked. Oh my gosh. The people at the bottom was like, what in the world? What is she doing? Oh my gosh, I can laugh about it today, but back then it was not funny. Busch Gardens, when me and my sister-in-law rode the Big Bad Wolf, and we, went down the drop. My wig just went flying, and she ended up catching it. I don't know how, but she caught it, and she, helped me fix it before we got to the end. I didn't even tell my best friends. about my hair until I actually don't remember how I came out about that. But I ended up telling them, and they were like really cool with it. They're like, "That's okay. We still love you." That made me feel so good. For those of you with alopecia who are self-conscious about going natural and just showing your beautiful bald head, it takes time. Don't stress about that. It takes time. It takes time and the confidence and just not caring what other people think. That's the main issue. You have to not care what people think. You just have to go for it. You just have to do it. Don't think about it, just do it. And you'll be amazed at how many people you will inspire and how many people that will actually come up to you saying, "Look, I have alopecia." That happens so many times to me. And it just makes me feel good to, to be able to inspire those who really want to come out about it and who don't have the confidence to do it. You will feel so free the day you go out without your wig, and the reaction you'll get, it's not going to be any negative reaction, maybe from kids, but it's all positive. Even if it's not positive, you still don't let that affect you. Just go out there and rock your beauty, your natural beauty. It'll be such a relief just to go out and just feel free to be yourself. Right now I'm in a state of mind, I wanna be like all the time. Ain't got no tears left to cry.